it's on. Yeah. Oh, gosh. Oh. There's nothing like that topwater hit right there. What's going on, guys? It's Corey with Current Angling. I'm about to head out to do some inshore kayak fishing. It's about 7:30 a.m. right now. Overcast, expected to be overcast. With these conditions, I am gonna be throwing some topwater. So I brought this right here. My buddy Joe made this custom rod. His business is Run Silent Rods. He made this for me. So in 2017, I didn't have a lot of inshore gear and I had a lot of bass gear from Arizona. And this exact lure right here, I caught my personal best speckled sea trout. This is the Whopper Plopper 130. This is really easy because you're just gonna straight retrieve it. So for my search bait option, this is gonna be the Zman Hercules 4-inch option, bad shad color. And I went ahead and attached a willow blade underneath. They have this second attachment point down here, makes it perfect. Really get some flash and thump, especially in dirty summer water. What do you say? Let's get out in the river, let's go catch some fish. Ooh, huge swirl right there. There's a couple pools of water back there, exactly where my redfish are going to be. So I'm gonna nose up here into the grass and look into these hard bottom areas where these wading birds are feeding. So I've got a redfish right in front of me. However, I've got this bait on that is not ideal for a grass. So I need to put on some Weedless. Oh man, look at him go back there. This is going to be a Zman thick trout trick in purple. Okay, I've got a redfish tailing right here in front of me, right where my rod tip is. You'll see some splashes there. Okay, I'm going to try and go. I'm going to just sneak my way in. I don't want to cast to it yet. It's feeding. I'll start with about 5 feet away and see if it notices it. Shake it a little bit, see if it comes to it. And I'll work my way in. The last being up to it. So it didn't see it, didn't come towards it. There's also gonna be some other fish there that I'm just not seeing. This one, I'm gonna be a little closer to it, maybe past it. Okay, that's exactly what that was. Now I'm about maybe 3 feet from it, but past it. So the idea when we're fishing for redfish in this kind of setting is to not let the lure find the fish, but let the fish find the lure. It has to be their idea. They want to see it from ways off and ambush it. If it just jumps out on them, they're going to be spooked and zoom away. I don't think I'm going to gain anything by casting again and landing exactly where it was. Now it's tailing back there, or at least a different one is tailing further back. So no go on that. Maybe it relocated. I think I can cast that far, even though it's a 16th ounce. Oh yeah, I got that. I was kind of close to that fish. All right, oh, I've got it, it's on. Yeah, oh, it came off. That's all right. I've talked about this in previous videos, but I find the hard bottom areas right off the shoulder of the main river tend to be more productive than these big expansive tailing flats, these big expansive hard bottom areas where the fish have to travel pretty far to get up deep into them and hit that shallower water. All they have to do is drop back maybe 15-20 feet into the deep water of the channel. All right, so I just spent some time on the flat there. Had 2 opportunities, 2 tailing fish. The first one, I did not have anything weedless tied on. By the time I dug through my tackle box and got a lure out, it was gone. Possibly because I made a little noise on the deck. About 10 years ago, I was brand new starting off, and this is the information that I wish I had when I was just starting. So if you find this super helpful, please like, subscribe, hit the bell notification, drop me a comment, follow me on my socials. Let's get back to fishing. It's cool when you see a topwater explosion or topwater feed behavior, especially with sea trout. It's so distinct. A big mullet is going to go up and it's going to belly flop. It sounds like maybe your hand hitting the water or your whole arm hitting the water. When you have a speckled sea trout, it's like a suction, like a. So it's like a poppy suction sound. Once I start hearing that, that's usually what cues me in to start grabbing my my spooks, my topwater. I hear that a lot in the mornings, late evenings, in the fall or spring. I can't make that sound. So if I'm casting perpendicular, I'm only retrieving it in the zone for like a couple seconds. But if I'm right on the edge of the grass like this, looking down it, Great thing about having a kayak like this, or at least a boat with a trolling motor, and stay in this zone right a foot or so off the grass line, your whole retrieve. Here I've got this underspin, so I'm just constantly retrieving it. Sometimes I'll give it a pause. I do like with an underspin or spinner bait, when you stop retrieving, it falls and then this flashes up, and I think I get a lot of strikes right then, or when I start again right after that little pause. These new Toadfish rods are noticeably more sensitive and definitely lighter. I have a discount code for 15% off. All the products that you buy from Toadfish are going to help with conservation. They restore our oyster reefs. Oyster is going to filter, eliminating toxins and chemicals so that our game fish and our ecosystem can thrive. What's that? Dolphin? I just saw a huge body moving through the water. I didn't know what that was. It's awesome. What's that? The redfish just came out of the water right there. Something. I'm not fishing in the grass anymore. I don't need it to be weedless. I'm gonna go ahead and, it was skin hooked. Now it's just straight exposed. Helps a little bit with the hookup ratio to have an exposed hook point. So if I don't need it to be weedless, I don't want it to be weedless. One interesting thing about fishing and recording is I have another opportunity while I'm editing to really see my technique and what I'm doing when the fish are biting. So often I realize that I'm messing with another rod, I'm doing something on the boat. Essentially I'm moving it really slow or not even paying attention to it. Often I find that I'm catching fish right then, and that makes me realize that I'm fishing too fast. You know, you're gonna miss a lot of fish if you're fishing slow and they are aggressive. So what I tend to do is I tend to fish aggressive in the beginning, see if they're gonna want it like that, and then I'll slowly get more and more finesse throughout my day. I also do the same with my color palette. I'll have some bright, dark things that, like chartreuses, reds, orange, purples, things that are gonna draw them. And if they're not into that, then I'm gonna get slowly more and more natural. The ebb and flow, finesse jighead. I'm gonna put that back. Bye-bye, buddy. Oof, all right. So this is a super light, I think this is a 16th ounce jighead. And I have rigged up this, this trout trick. This is the thick trick by Zman. The rate of fall is pretty slow. It's fairly buoyant and it's just staying in the water column. That was like my third cast with this lure. Fish feeding right in front of me on top. Let's see if they want this Whopper Plopper. Might be a little too aggressive for them, especially the 130. Oh gosh, look at that. Bring it in, bring it in, bring it in. Oh my gosh. Where's this fish at? Which side of the line? This is insane. Where is this fish at? He's on the side of this. Okay. Can I get through this little tiny hole? Oh my gosh. Get out of the docks, dude. Oh, he broke. And my Whopper Plopper. Oh, I guess they want Topwater right now. That was extreme. My Whopper Plopper. I've had that thing for 10 years. Stop recording. A huge outflow area of current right here. So first what I'm going to do is cast my Topwater through that heavy hard current, and then I'm going to clean up with that thick trick. A lot of bait right there. That Whopper Plopper would be excellent right here. Look at that current. Oh! Ah! Yes. Another huge topwater hit. I'm not gonna lose this one. Nice. Oh man, that heavy current right there. There's nothing like that topwater hit right there. Oh, all right. It's not even a huge redfish. It's just, they come up and then they come back down with all their weight. I'm not grabbing your mouth, dude. It's not about the fish. Sometimes it's about how you catch them. Freaking phenomenal. Phenomenal. Custom painted topwater by Mayhem Fishing. It mimics more of a largemouth bass, if you might have guessed this green. But it's what I had in my tackle bag. It's so much fun. Just bumping this little underspin around. Zman Hercules with a willow blade under it. I could feel the oysters, and then boom, like a serious pop. Had me knowing that there was red on there. Lively, dude. I'm gonna use these guys today. Okay, there it is. All right, that's a nice one right there. That one's probably 23 or 4 over slot. All right, so it's important that we get a nice measurement on a fish like this. It's tagged, so we're gonna report it. It's right at 23 inches, 23 and an eighth, but we'll call it 23. And then we're gonna take a picture of it and its tag. All right, there we are. Set them back in the water. You had a little bit of a hard fight. A very important fish because it's tagged. There he goes, right under the boat. Oh! Look at him. It was pretty fun out here. It was a struggle at first, but I was able to catch a decent amount of redfish and hook into, I don't know, I think I hooked into maybe 5 redfish and I landed 3 of them. You know, finding one on the tailing flat, as the tide came down, there was a lot of current movement, and I found that those areas of those creek mouths, so there was really rushing out a lot of water, a lot of bait coming off those flats. It seemed to be where those redfish were staging, so I caught them a variety of ways. They're crushing topwater. And it does look like topwater conditions. That's why I've been throwing it. I just wish I had spent a little more time doing it because it really makes my heart beat. If you are enjoying this content, go check out my other videos right here. Like, subscribe, and I'll see you on the next one.